I'm Kelly Ferguson. I'm Director of Access and Emergency Services for Richmond Behavioral Health Authority.
I'm Cindy Marlowe. I'm a sergeant here at the City of Richmond Police Department, and I'm a co-coordinator with the CIT program.
In the past 10 years, Richmond Behavioral Health Authority, Richmond Police Department, Virginia Commonwealth University Police, and the Richmond Ambulance Authority have all collaborated on the development of CIT training for local law enforcement and first responders. We prepared this video to show you some of the important elements of CIT training. We've also asked some of the people who participated in this training to give you their thoughts on CIT.
Well, CIT training from a department standpoint allows us a much greater and much broader set of skills, tools, so to speak, on our tool belt in how we handle a variety of situations. Certainly we see the prominence and the scope of mental health issues in society, and it's something that we run into on a daily basis. So having increased capability in this area is extremely important, particularly when we deal with people who may have a change in their perception of reality, and making sure that we provide the best service in terms of making sure that they're safe and other people in society are safe.
Well, I spent a lot of time working for the City of Richmond Police Department, so when I came here to VCU in 2010, I was extremely familiar with the entire CIT program that Richmond Police had implemented. So I was aware of the program. At that point in time, VCU Police had just begun to get involved in the CIT training program.
CIT obviously had its origins in Memphis back in the 80s, and following some incidences in which law enforcement encountered individuals with some mental disorder, and the outcome was poor. That because of their symptoms and the police's approach, that someone was hurt or killed. Those events happen all over the country all the time, and we're very concerned about the way in which law enforcement and individuals in crisis on the street or in their home interact with each other. So to find a strategy that would increase the chances that everyone could be safe and that we could foster a better outcome was essentially the goal of looking at implementing CIT in the City of Richmond.
Well, as far as the Ambulance Authority goes with CIT, what we found out was that even though we get a little bit of training at the paramedic level to handle mental health issues, it's disproportionate to the number of times where we actually need to use it. So what the CIT training gives us is the ability to de-escalate an issue, which makes it a whole lot safer for my folks in the confined spaces of the back of the ambulance. And if we can keep from having to restrain somebody, then it's just better for everybody.
I was a little skeptical, so I didn't volunteer. I waited until it was mandatory and then signed up for it. But after I got in the class, everything I learned and everything we went through was really useful. I mean, it really benefited. I could see where it would benefit us on the street to be able to take our time talking to people instead of going straight into hands-on, take somebody to jail when it might not be necessary.
I look back to, I track use of force statistics very closely here at the VCU Police Department, and obviously as police officers in the appropriate circumstances, we can use whatever level of force is necessary to effect an arrest, to deal with people. In 2009, 2010, I had 74 incidences of use of force for the VCU Police Department. This year I've had 7. Which is a 91% reduction in use of force. A lot of that reduction I attribute to the CIT training that my officers have attended. I think it better prepares them to deal with people in crisis with a more caring and compassionate caregiver outlook. And so we've seen significant reductions in use of force, which I am tremendously proud of.
It definitely leaves you with a different impression, you know, of what the course is all about. So police officers are sometimes skeptical of anything that doesn't have, you know, hands-on, either write your ticket, lock you up, take you to jail. But those days are fading away.
CIT training to me was basically everything that I had already been applying on the street, except it put it in a format and brought it to the forefront of my mind to where I would think more readily of the situation and the mental illness that I was dealing with the person that I was dealing with at that time. It basically enhanced all the practices that I was already putting in play, except it compartmentalized it and made it easier to understand and to read.
Well, being in patrol, you can get pretty much any type of call there is, from a barking dog to, you know, an arguing couple or what have you. But the call that, after a few years, I pretty much felt comfortable with just about everything except for the mental party calls, because from my experience, I had no idea how that person was going to react to me. I didn't know what they were going through, and it just came with a certain level of anxiety every time I got that type of call. So I wanted to learn everything I could about addressing someone with a mental illness. And like I said, once I got to into the class, the simplicity was wonderful, and I immediately was able to use it once I was trained.
We rely on the police department heavily to keep my people safe. And in doing so, it's imperative that police officers work with the EMS folks in order to have a positive outcome for a wide variety of patients. The better that we can collaborate in the training part makes us better partners in the field.
CIT training, or Crisis Intervention Team training, is a 40-hour program of instruction to equip first responders with some skills that may assist them in dealing safely and effectively with individuals in crisis. The CIT program consists of classroom instruction, tours of mental health treatment facilities, and simulated scenarios in which the students are asked to demonstrate their ability to put their skills and knowledge to use.
During the last 3 days of instructions, the students are placed in 3 different levels of scenarios where they're asked to incorporate the 4 coaching plays.
Perhaps the most essential elements of the CIT training are the 4 coaching plays.
Play number 1, introduce yourself.
I'm not kidding. My name is Mark. I'm with the police department. I don't give a damn form, man.
Play number 2, we encourage the students to get their subject's name and use it frequently during the conversation.
And what's your name, sir?
Man, it's on the paper. It's Paul. Come on, you know.
Paul. Okay, Paul.
It's why you're here, man, and I'm not going back. You got that?
Play number 3, reflection and observation of the emotion. I can see that you're upset.
You seem very upset. You seem distraught. Just want you to know I'm here to listen, to help you out. Like my partner said.
You are very angry and upset, and we'd like to try to get you in a place where you can talk to us.
I've been in your situation, so I don't know exactly what you're going through. I see that you are upset, that you are distraught because of the situation.
Play number 4 involves asking the student to summarize what they've heard their subject say. This assures the subject that they've been paying careful attention.
I understand that you tested positive.
I didn't, man. That's just what that test says, and it's wrong.
I understand that they're saying that you tested positive. I can't take that away, but I can try to help you with some resources with the probation office to find out what else they can do to help you with your child and help you with your whole situation.
The 4 coaching plays provide a simple structure that students can follow that helps them express empathy for their subject and lets the subject know that they're interested in being a resource to help solve their problem. We also let the students know that the 4 coaching plays won't work all the time, but by incorporating as many of these techniques into their own personal style, that will increase their chances of being successful with anyone that they're speaking with.
We know that the 4 coaching plays can assist in successful outcomes, but we want law enforcement and first responders to know that officer safety and personal safety are paramount.
We've shown you some of the important elements of CIT training. Now we'd like to show you what a successful CIT interaction might look like.
Paramedics, what is the nature of your emergency? Okay, are you with her now?
I'm Sergeant Klein with the Richmond Police Department.
Yes.
I'm Officer Rolls with the VCU Police Department.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Morgan.
Morgan.
Yes. This is my house. My husband and I's house. And we've let my sister live here for like the past 6 months. She's a drunk. Okay. She used to be clean and great, and my sister again. Okay. This is why I haven't talked to her in years. She got clean, then I let her come back in my house. She didn't have anywhere to go. Everybody's left her. She doesn't have, I'm really all she has. But I've let her live here without paying rent or anything, and she just drinks all the time. And I don't know what to do. I'm over it. And it's gotten really bad.
I can tell you're pretty upset. You look frustrated.
I'm very upset.
So you said your sister's inside the house. She's living with you now, but she's started to have problems with drinking again. Is she drunk right now?
She is. My husband, he's pissed at me. We're about to have a child, and he doesn't know. I'm her. She's my family. I'm all she has. He's pissed. I'm stressed. I don't know what to do.
What's your sister's name?
Her name's Amber.
Do you know if Amber has any mental health history, if she has anything like that? Is she taking any medications, anything like that?
I don't know. I guess a while back she was a little suicidal. But she's always a big drinker, and that was like what led her to go get clean and get help and things like that. And she was Amber again, you know?
How long has she been staying with you now?
About 6 months.
What, if you don't mind, Morgan, we'd like to go in and talk to Amber to see maybe if we can figure out what's going on with her today, what she's been thinking out, and maybe together we can work to find some sort of solution, maybe see some sort of programs we can talk to Amber about, maybe figure out a way we can get all of you
I hope that works.
closure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Amber, is it? I'm Paul. This is Lee. We were talking to your sister outside.
Morgan, what are you?
Do you mind?
What?
Hey, Amber.
What? I didn't do anything. Morgan, seriously? You called the police? Why would you do? This was between her and me. What?
I can see how upset you are.
You think? Why are you guys here?
We're not trying to make you upset. I'm not trying to make you upset.
Oh my gosh.
All Lee and I are trying to do is maybe have a couple of words with you and see if we can help you out with what's going on today.
There's nothing you can do to help. You were here and it's making it worse. So I don't know what she thought was going to be better about you guys being here.
Well, your sister was really concerned about what's going on with you today, and she asked us just to come in and talk to you.
She doesn't want to deal with me anymore is what the deal is she doesn't want to deal with me anymore, and so she's going to call the cops.
And I can tell that's upsetting you. It feels like there's a lot of negative attention focused at you. What happened today, what happened this week maybe that's kind of started the ball rolling to where we are?
I don't know. I thought things were going to be better. I came here to make things better, and like she said everything was going to be fine. It was going to be back to the way that things used to be. And then I get here and now everything's changed. Now she's saying that I'm the failure. I'm the screw up, just like they always think. Now she's telling all our family that I'm an alcoholic again. And I'm not. I mean, I've had some drinks, but I'm not. It's not anywhere like it used to be.
What I'm hearing you say obviously makes you upset, and that you feel like maybe you've been betrayed a little bit. Is that
a little bit?
Maybe more than a little bit. Is that you're trying to get a job, and you're trying to get a handle and move forward with your life, but you thought you were going to get a little bit more support from your family here. And it feels like now it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Maybe the rug got jerked out from underneath you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I need detox. I don't think it's that bad. But I do think that I need a break from Morgan. I'm still really pissed that she called you guys. So it's probably good that I go somewhere. I mean, I don't know where.
Would you be willing if we took you somewhere like Richmond Corporate Health, that there are counselors there that they can talk to you about all the things you've told Lee and myself about what's going on in your life right now, how overwhelming it is, and maybe they can help lay out a course for you to kind of step by step get on the path you think you should be on right now.
All right, are you going to tell her that we're leaving? I mean, I don't want her to worry.
I know you guys are kind of upset with each other right now, and I'll just have a word with her and I'll say, hey, we'll make sure you're going to call her when you're coming back, and things maybe will calm down a little, okay?
Okay, am I allowed to like get up? We can go? Okay.
I'll go talk with your sister.
Okay.
Once my officers began attending the training and came back and discussed with their peers and coworkers how valuable the training was, how effective the training was when they were involved in situations and the training actually worked to accomplish a much more positive outcome, that word here spread like wildfire. And now, I have officers saying, when do I get to go? And they're no longer saying, I don't want to go. So I think it's a credit to the program. It's a credit to the trainers involved in the program, but I think, you know, having that positive outcome really is key to having a successful program with CIT.
Being in the capital of Virginia, we have obviously you know, a level 1 trauma center in VCU Medical, a tentative level 1 at Chippenham. We see a lot of mental health issues, and we don't have significant issues revolving around how we handle those. We don't have significant use of force. We're able to provide services to a large number of people, and we do so without, like I said, without force, by talking to people and being able to establish rapport. And I think that is a direct reflection of not only this police department and how we try to handle complex situations, but also the CIT program specifically, developing our better communication skills that can be applied not only in mental health crises, but in all aspects of our job. It's public safety for the whole of the city of Richmond, not specific segments. It's for everybody here. So if it's a mental health issue, we want to make sure we provide public safety to that person and to all those that are around that person.